The city sanctuary status. Oh well, actually off the ballot. Mhm. Come on in, people. 7202. Who are you?
Mama Doris.
Oh, hey, Mama Doris. How you doing? I'm waiting on the rest of you guys. Come on in tonight.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You already know
How
what it
you doing
is.
tonight, Mama?
I'm
Live,
doing great.
How you doing
uncut,
tonight, Mama?
unedited.
Great.
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
I see they working together down there in City Hall, huh?
Oh man, I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know about it. I tell you, it's very incredible what our people are doing to us. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
We're in serious trouble and they're not helping us at all.
Mm-hmm. Got to fight.
I'm gonna mute you for
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna mute you for a minute so you don't get this background noise.
Okay. Mm.
You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
Come on in, people. They're going to try to block this title. Mm-hmm. I'm going to need y'all to share this video. They're going to try to block it. They don't like that word sanctuary city. Mm-hmm. All right.
It's unbelievable what they did down there.
Well, they strategize. And see, that's why you can't let everybody know your plan. They strategize.
That's why we have to strategize.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
See,
mean, we got to do some serious strategizing with these
these
people.
black Negroes,
I
these black Negroes.
mean, they don't even want us to. They don't even want us to ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
The question it would have been, "Do you want sanctuary city or not?"
Right.
They basically said, "No, we're going to tell you what you will get."
Mm-hmm.
And these black people went along with these Mexicans and the Puerto Ricans.
Yeah.
And
They're gonna wake up, boy. Listen, they're gonna wake up one day, boy. There's gonna be Mexico City here, boy. And Chicago, and that's what they want it to be.
Well, that's what they're trying to make it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's their goal, and they've got the United States government behind them. And why these black politicians don't see what this is going to do to us? And man, they need to pick up this book. What this man put out, Lord back of the hiring line. This stuff is real. This happened to black people during the 1800s.
Yeah.
And it's never stopped.
Mm-hmm.
But
you know what?
I don't know.
And black people kill me. They try to be so righteous when they get in these positions, and they righteous toward everybody else but black people. Yeah, but they
that's because we have allowed them for so long to do nothing for us. That's because we've allowed it, because we've been so impressed with the position and ignored the issues and ignored the policies. So just mesmerized over the position. The first black lieutenant governor, the first black, and they have not done anything for us.
Yeah, they ain't gonna do nothing.
And so they will do something if we make them. That's the paradigm. That's the paradigm change. Yeah. We've got to make them. Mm-hmm. And if we don't do it, then will we be fourth class citizens? We're gonna be sixth or seventh class citizens. We won't even. They'll have us in such a position that it really will not matter. We will just be existing, and that's all. Just existing. Mm-hmm. No power. Everybody will just be running over us. And black people are going to be compromising with these people. We're going to be under the rule of people from Mexico and Latin and Central and South America. We've been under the white man for 400 years. So these are the people who are going to be over us for the next 100 years, and we'll be begging and pleading with them, and they're going to treat us worse than this slave master, the slave master's children. They're going to be worse. So I don't know.
Listen, anybody out there, I'm race first. That's what I am. I just want to let y'all know I'm race first. I'll tell you because.
Well, and there isn't anything wrong with that. They are race first.
Of course.
They're Asian first. They're Italian. They're Zionist white Jews first. Croatians first. Ukrainian first. Mexican first. Puerto Rican first. African first. Everybody's first but us.
And these politicians are playing a dangerous game with black people's lives. Playing a game. If you ain't got
Martin, the narrative is going to have to be, we are going to get rid of you. You will not be in that office the next time around. That's got to be the narrative.
No, but we need to go to their houses. We need to buy signs and put up there a traitor.
That's right.
Put signs in the yard. Traitor.
We need to do all of
that. We can't wait till 4 years and 2 years. That's
show
too long.
up at that press conference tomorrow in around the mayor's house. Show up at that press conference.
Yeah.
We issued a press release today. We have some demands. Those demands should be the narrative. Everybody should be talking about, we want a plan for Native Black Americans.
Yeah.
Descendants of chattel slavery. We want a new American plan for Native Black Chicagoans, descendants of chattel slavery. That's what we got to say. And we got to continue to talk about ending Sanctuary City. We're not going to let it drop because they voted not to put it on the ballot.
Right. And I'm going to tell you this, Sister Doris, if they would have voted past that and put it on the ballot, they know it probably wouldn't have passed. They're going to have to give account to all that money they spent, all that frivolous spending they have, and they don't want to do that.
Go ahead. Jeanette Taylor co-signed on that letter. She co-signed on that letter that Bill and that Lopez, the city clerk, put out. She signed on to it, but she wasn't even there for the vote. She didn't even show up. So it's 31-16. 5 of the black aldermen signed up for that, sign that letter. So that means we had 15 who did it. 15 black aldermen who decided not to vote whether or not the sanctuary city should be on the ballot for people, for Chicagoans, black, white, and otherwise, to decide whether or not they wanted it. So they said to us, you don't have a right to decide what you want. That's dictatorship. That's dictatorship. The United States cannot talk about Russia. The United States cannot talk about China. The United States cannot talk about Ukraine. The United States cannot talk about any place on the face of this earth. That's fascism, dictatorship. And you've got people we elected. How dare they? How dare they? Is everybody on, Martin?
Not yet. I don't know where they at. Did anyone want to join?
Make it.
Yeah. You the only one on me. You. Yeah.
Let me see. It's Sister Erickson. Let me see what's going on with her.
Okay.
Hold on, Martin.
All right.
I don't know what happened to her.
All the resources. I'm going to tell you, people, it's almost time now. You need a place to go. You can't find a shelter right now that would take a black family right now because they all booked up.
That is, well, they didn't have a shelter.
Yeah. This is some sick stuff, boy. I tell you. Live uncut unedited people. Come on in. 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 We're here live. Uncut and unedited. This is where we tell the truth and shame the devil. Yeah. Come on in, people. Come on in. Make sure y'all share the video.
Sister Erica's coming on, Martin.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can get Mark now.
Mm-hmm.
We'll handle it. It'll be fine. It's going to be okay. We will handle it.
Yeah, I tell you, it's something out here.
Well, you know, we just have to keep fighting. That's all. We don't have a choice. We just have to keep fighting. I mean, we just got to go and regroup. Keep regrouping.
Got to regroup.
What
That's
I do.
right.
That's what I do.
We got to regroup.
Sister Erica.
Yeah, I'm on.
Sister Erica, you sound tired.
I am.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. What's going on with you? How you doing?
All right, we're good. We
Oh, that's good.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let me put the screen back up.
Okay.
Hold on, y'all. Let me put my screen. Let me find my screen. I'm trying to
figure out how to get back in here. You know, I don't know how to operate this thing.
I didn't move my screen. Let me get my screen out. All right, let's see. Let's see.
No, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get us going. All right.
If I cut off, if I get cut off, I'll just call back in.
Right.
Okay?
Right. So, Sister Erica, what's going on in this world today? What's going on? Sister Erica.
Yes, sir.
I said, what's going on out in this world? They mistreating everybody, huh?
Well, we were going to talk about what happened to George and the press conference that we're having tomorrow. Wanted to comment on them having all of those power.
Okay, hold on,
there.
Sister Erica. Hold on. All right, hold on. All right, hold on, people. Y'all just hold on a second. Hold on. All right, hold on. Let me get my screen back up running. I got to get my screen back running. All right, hold on. All right, people. I got to get my phone call people back. Hold on. All right. Get them back on. Eric, I'm trying to get y'all back on. Let's see. All right. I got y'all in here somewhere. Okay. Can y'all hear me, Sister Erica?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. All right. Let me minimize the screen, then we ready. All right. Well, all right. I'm making a mess, y'all. Y'all forgive me. All right. All right. Hold on. All right. Okay, y'all can start now. Let's get show on the road. Yeah, there's a fight on our hands.
The first thing that we want to address is what happened to Brother George down at the city council chambers last week. Now, if you don't recall, the Safety Act was put in place a few months ago. And this is supposed to ensure that people are not arrested for petty, petty crimes, misdemeanors, and things like that. As in the case of George Blakemore being arrested for disorderly in the city council. Now, yesterday, the Palestinians were in the city council chambers. They were outside City Hall. They were in the lobby. They were on the second floor behind the glass. And they were very disruptive. They were beating on the glass and just, showed out, right?
Right.
No one was arrested down there. Not one person was arrested, but they would arrest an 81-year-old man that has been coming to city council meetings forever, reporting to the community on what's going on down there, and we appreciate it. He did this under a Lightfoot. He did it before. I'm just saying, what is the difference? The difference is Brandon Johnson does not have any control in that city council chamber. Vasquez gave the order to have George removed. And then it ended up with him going to the hospital. He went to Northwestern Hospital, and then he went to jail. Something is not right with this whole picture of Brother Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Something is just not right with it. And on top of that, we have Alderman Rosa to hold Emma Mitch against her will and keep her from voting on the sanctuary city referendum. Now, all of those police officers, the same police officers that was there to drag George out of there, they were there when Rosa was there. The sergeant at arms, he was there when Rosa did that to Emma Mitch. Why didn't they treat Rosa the same way they treated George? Something is just not right with this picture. You have black folks down there, the aldermen, the police officers, the sergeant at arms, the mayor. They are bowing to these Hispanics. Brandon is not in charge down there. The Hispanics are running it. And that Puerto Rican female alderman. It seems like she's the mayor. So, tomorrow when we have our press conference, we will be announcing that Brandon Johnson and Vasquez needs to apologize to George. It wasn't right. And Sister Doris, you can go ahead.
Well, it is very obvious that all of this is about containing and stopping Black people from doing anything that is oppositional to what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Johnson is not running anything because he doesn't want to run anything. He doesn't have the courage to run anything. But he runs things when it comes to running over us. I hope people who are listening to this show tonight, Black people, you've got to start understanding that this is about doing away with us. This is about stopping us from having any kind of power. The whole purpose of bringing in these illegal economic immigrants is to replace us. And for us, the reason they are doing this to us is because we have allowed it. If you do what they did to an 81-year-old man, they will do it to any of us. It doesn't matter what age, what gender, what kind of education, what kind of money. This is an all-out war against Black people. How many people saw what they did to George? If you saw it, how many people made calls? How many people called the mayor's office? How many, Brandon Johnson's office? He's not even worthy of being called the mayor. How many called that devil Vasquez? All those devil Mexicans and Puerto Ricans down there who are where they are because of Black people. How many of you have read the Chicago New Americans plan? While we're watching all this nonsense, these reality TV shows, all this mess, we are under attack. They want to annihilate us in whatever way they can. This stuff is real. The Mexicans are feeling their oats, as the old folks would say. Now, we've been under this white man's rule for over 400 years. So now, are we going to be under the rule of Mexicans and Puerto Ricans and Venezuelans and wherever these people are coming from, and Croatia, wherever they're coming from, Africa? So are we going to be slaves under them too? This is embarrassing for us to not come out and do and not surround City Hall or Brandon Johnson or these Black aldermen who are selling us out. For us to not be around their houses, in their faces every day is disgusting to me. That's why I don't want to hear anyone complaining. Don't call me talking about, you know what? No, don't call me. Because there's something you can be doing every day. There can be an action item every day. You got these telephones that you're on 24/7. You got social media. We've got all of this technology, and we're doing less with this technology today than we did back in the 60s when all we had was a typewriter. Mm-hmm. We had a typewriter, but we could pull together 2,000 people. No flyers, just a typewriter. And we have access to all of this media, and we are doing absolutely nothing with it. We're not concerned about our children. They will not have a future. They've made it very clear in the New American Plan. We got all of these degrees, and we can't even build an outhouse. PhDs, masters, this. Most educated people in the country, some of the most educated people in the country. And we don't have anything. And the reason the aldermen, these thugs down there, the reason they are doing what they're doing is because we have been impressed with symbols. The first this, the first that. What have we gotten for it? Nothing. Look at where we are. So they are not respecting us because we have not demanded anything from them. But it is time for us to send these Negroes a message and say to them, starting tonight, you will not be in that office the next time around. Because if I had anything to do with Desmond Yancey, you will not sit in that seat if I have anything to do with it. We better wake up and we better get busy. Mm-hmm. And our children will not have a future. Right now, I don't
Mm,
see one for them with this new American plan. I don't see a future for black children in
mm,
Chicago.
right,
They're boasting about Hispanics being the majority now, but we're still 36%. But we're not demanding anything.
right. Let me
People call in talking about attacking their children, the illegal economic immigrants taking their children's food over at Kenwood. Why aren't your black behind up there?
mhm.
All right, Martin, did you want to say
Yeah, I want to
something?
say something. Somebody said in the comments, we talking and not doing it. First of all, before you start doing something, you have to talk. You have to strategize. You just can't go out there, do something, and don't talk about it. That's how things work in that order, my brother. But maybe you call in and you can tell us to give us a plan. Mister, what's your name? Mr. Tim. I think I read your name. Maybe you can call in and give us a Mr. Tim Johnson. I need you to call in. The number is 872-299-0808. Tell us a plan. Maybe you got a plan. You said
Well,
stop
I
doing.
would tell him
Go ahead.
we shut city council down 3 times about that referendum that about sanctuary city that they finally voted down today. We shut city council down 3 times. Where were you? We have Zoom meetings every night strategizing. Where are you? We are doing things. What call did you make today to any of those aldermen? What call did you make to the mayor, to Brandon Johnson? What call have you made? What text have you sent? What fax have you sent? What email have you sent? Since you're talking about people, we just talk and we don't do anything. We've been doing something for the last month. That's why you have the chaos that you have down there. That's why they tried to stop us from coming into city council, because we went down there and said, hell no.
Mm.
Then they come up with some rules saying that we have to go to the 3rd floor. But then look at what they did to George. George was down there challenging them, an 81-year-old man. Where were you? What have you challenged?
He said,
So you're talking about people not doing anything. What the hell have you done?
I live in Vegas. I could care less about Chicago. That's you guys' problem. That's
Well,
your
then
problem.
stay in Vegas.
Stay in Vegas then and leave Chicago business alone.
Stay in Vegas. Because I can guarantee you, if there are black people in Vegas, you have some problems out there that you don't have the courage to attack.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
They have some problems. Wherever black people are, they have some problems.
Mm.
So what are you doing about the problems that black people have in Vegas? Because you have them.
He's just a keyboard warrior, probably a troll, a keyboard warrior.
That's what it is. We're not even going to give him any more time. You know what? Obama showed up in town yesterday, or the day before yesterday. He showed up in town. And it's just real peculiar how these things been the last few days, and how they waited until the last minute to announce that they were going to vote on the sanctuary city referendum a day after all the Palestinians came down there clowning. You know, it's just really peculiar to me. You know, the way I think, and the way it probably really went down is Obama came in town to make sure that they vote this down. Because as I always say, Martin, and I have to keep saying this, because if I don't, people are going to be bamboozled by him one more time. Obama is the real president right now. And one day, soon, I'm going to send you this recording of Obama statements out his own mouth, where he said that he would love to run a 3rd term and have a front man speaking for him, and he can sit in his basement in his sweat and call the shot. This is exactly what we're seeing right now. Obama is the president. He came into Chicago to make sure that they do not end this sanctuary city policy, because they want us off, especially off this east side of Chicago, by the time that Obama Center is built. I'm telling you all, y'all, a lot of things I say is not popular, but they always turn out to be true. And this is this is the same instance. Just watch what I tell you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Sister Erica, it's not hard to believe for me, because he always conveniently shows up when we rise up. When we rise up, he conveniently shows up.
Yeah.
This was one of the biggest tricks that this government played on us when we elected him.
Yeah.
He was elected, and then we elected him. He did, here again, we are so impressed. First Black president. And what did we get from the first Black president, who would not have gotten in office had not Black people come out and vote overwhelmingly for him the way we did? He did nothing for us.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. These Black people have sold us out from the presidency on down to the local two-bit alderman. So what are we going to do? Are we going to fight back, or are we going to lie down and roll and play roll over, and then have our children playing roll over because they don't see any strong Black men in the community standing up, fighting for them?
Mm-hmm. Guys, let me call George Blakemore. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Yeah, let me call George. Just hold on. I call George and see if he's available to come on in.
And we need to show up for George's court date. We should not allow George to walk in one of these white supremacist courtrooms by himself.
That's
because
right.
He's been challenging this system for the longest.
Hold on,
George is a pillar.
Hold on, Sister Doris.
In that city council
Sister
down there.
Doris, hold on. Let me call George. Hold on. George probably live. Oh, George Blakemore.
Call has been forwarded to an automated voice message.
All right, go ahead, Sister Doris. He probably called me back. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we cannot allow him to go. We can't allow him to go into that courtroom by himself. Had I been down there, they probably would have taken me to jail with George.
Mm-hmm.
And me
because
too.
I would have been on the floor holding his hand, talking to him, so they wouldn't take him out with the way that slimy dog Vasquez wanted them to do and had them do. That slimy dog, that pest, that termite.
And just imagine had George had a heart attack or stroke when they were dragging him out of there. I mean, they could not consider any of that. Because all of those police officers should be reprimanded. They should be punished. The sergeant at arms, he needs to be punished. Vasquez,
George, I'm calling you.
He
So
needs to be removed.
I'm calling you right
You
now.
know, it's just
Hang up.
ridiculous.
Hang
This
up.
is a hostile takeover.
Yeah.
I keep saying that. They are taking over the city,
Sister Erica, hold on. I got George.
and they're planning to bury us.
Sister Erica, I need you to hold on.
Yes,
I
sir.
just got a hold of George, so let me call him. Just hold on. All right. All right, we're gonna get George Breckland on. Oh wow, what happened? Did he hang up? Hold on, Sister Erica. He must hang up. Hold on, let me try him again. Try him again. Hold on. All right. All right, let's try him again.
Is this Morton
Yeah,
Johnson?
this me. Hold on, George. I'm finna bring you in.
Morton,
Yeah.
Morton Johnson.
Yes, sir, George. Yeah, that's me. Hold on. All right, George Blakemore.
Yes.
All right, I got you in, Sister Doris, and with Sister Erica. And tell us what went on down
Hey,
the city.
George.
How you doing, Doris, and how you doing, Miss Erica? Both of you ladies.
Hey,
I wish I
Brother
could have been
George.
there with you, George. I wish I could have been there with you. They would have taken me out with you if I couldn't have gotten you up to walk out with me. I wish I could have been there with you. And when I saw it, it just broke my heart.
Thank you. But
Yeah.
today,
Yeah.
it was just as bad today as it was the last when they took me out. It, I don't know Miss Doris and Miss Erica. I think what we're doing uh, that we are trying to do it by Facebooking, tweeting, and texting and email. You got to physically calm down and do it the old timey way. And we must also change, have legislation, and it can't stop with what went on in City Hall today. We can still go and get the signatures and put it on the ballot before March, the old timey way. Just turn it if it's 100,000 signatures or 250,000, whatever, and do it that way because we have no leadership. I'm talking about elected officials. And the day it was terrible. The black people wasn't there and they was playing a game. It wasn't about sanctuary. It was about how they about spending of that money with the illegal the immigrants and our leadership. No leadership. Jeanette Taylor, no. We could say Amnesty Bill, no. We could say California, no. All of them, Pat Dow, no. No leadership. And if we do have any, they're poor leaders. So I've tried it too. I was on I went out to O'Hare and I did something on Twitter and I'm just all so excited. Oh, 400,000 people saw me on Twitter, almost a half a million. Uh-uh. You have to actually do the old timey way. Get up,
You're right.
show up, and show out. All
right.
these hits on Facebook and all of this, guys, you went viral. This time I went viral is on Twitter. That man is almost a half a million people. You have to, the rubber got to hit the road. We got to come out. Facebooking and even what Reverend Martin is doing here, Martin Johnson. I'm making him don't make him a reverend now. You're insulting him. What Martin is doing now is good, but what's better is that the rubber have to hit the road. We have to use our body, our soul, our mind, and show up and show out and change legislation. we have to do it. And one thing about Jesua is Jesua. She might be a little fiery, a little this and that, but she have witnessed L.A., the black population of L.A., with the influx and gentrification of Hispanics. She have actually lived it. Now it's coming to the city of Chicago. And just go to L.A. now. Just go there. And even with the homeless, I was up by you. I was riding the bus. I was all painted up and just jazzed up. And I said, I'll be damned. I say, they used to have the black homeless in front of Walgreens. The black women and men begging or something. These Venezuelans have moved them out. Moved out to Rockhead. He needs some money. He needs to buy him a rock or whatever. They got them little babies, the little rented children. And how do you know that's Isabel's child at all? She could have rented a baby, bought a baby over there for a nickel or dime and say, I'm going to America. You got 10 little children. Let me buy one. You know nothing about these people. Nothing of no background check. And Doris, you and Erica and Martin and George Blakemore and all of us, we have to stop this by any means necessary. And I don't think tweeting, texting, emailing, Facebooking, going YouTube or TikTok, we got to show up with our bodies and soul. And we got to shut it down. Black people got to do this because I got 400, almost 500,000. Oh, I got more than you. I got 500,000 on Twitter. But that's not going to work.
But look at
the shit got to hit the fan.
Look at what that would do if we had 500 human beings down at the city council on the street. This is how we got those laws changed in the 60s. We were on the streets by the thousands.
That's right.
That's what we're going to have to do. Chicago is going to be L.A. if black people keep sitting on their behinds, tweeting and texting and not getting out there on those streets. Now, it's not. Right. It is here. And I'll say another thing. Those people in front of Walgreens, Whole Foods, all down 53rd Street, Target, they wouldn't be there if black people were not giving them money. These are black women going in their pockets. I've seen them do it, giving them $40 and $50. And then you get Anthony over there who sits next to Whole Foods all day, every other day. They give him nothing.
And did you know what they used to do?
Taking care of these people.
Then my Doris, Doris, I would get on there and I would be a little critical of Ray going on from car to car on the red line, selling these little stocks or Little Rock, whatever. Now they got these. I was on my way out to the airport to do that interview, and I've never seen. They got them on their little children selling candy, and then I've seen the police department put Ray off for peddling them with socks and earrings and shit.
Absolutely right.
They arrest them. Get off of here, even if you holler, rock, and blow. But did you know they got these little kids? They have taken over the red line, the blue line, selling on the trains. They just moving us, and they're going to move our ass out of the city of Chicago.
Yeah, absolutely.
Out. They're coming into the, Jessica was saying that Chris Shaw over there, where she lives in California, she say all of that, the blacks, but they got a black mayor. They got black niggas in place. But
George Watts is 60% of Mexican. What used to be dominated by black people is 60% Mexicans now.
Mm.
And Chicago will be the same way. Let black people keep doing what they're doing. You won't be in Chicago.
And you don't get no results. So I was just so excited. That's why they interviewed me with Twitter. I got 440,000 votes. And you know what I'm gonna get? I'm gonna get 500,000. The ship have to hit the fan, and the rubber got to hit the road. We got to go like Dr. King and come out. You can't Twitter your ass out of this. You can't text. You can't email, tweet, Facebook your ass out. You got to have body and soul and get out and turn it out. Hundreds and thousands of black people got to block that traffic. And they telling me now, these old white Arabs are going down in the streets and blocking out the expressway. Did you know?
Yes, I did.
Yes, you got to get your ass. And I used to really think I was smart and fast. Tweet your ass, text your ass, email your ass, Facebook your ass, get your ass on Martin Johnson show. Talk. You got to do that walk. Your body got to get out here. Your soul, your spirit, get out.
And George,
get out and come out.
What they're doing, they learned it from us. They have taken everything that we did in this country to fight for us to be where we are today. They are taking it and they're using it against us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Miss Erica, I couldn't believe it for Walgreens. And then sometimes security would say, get them away, run them away. And I don't know where they get these little rental babies from. How do you know that? I feel sorry for her. Look at her with a little baby. What I'm thinking, that when they left, some of these people had several babies. They said, we going to America. What we going to do, Miss, I give you 50 peso or whatever, 10 peso. Let me take that little baby. Well, they can, that woman will give that little baby. She got 10 more little babies, and then she can help and get another baby. Don't take it. You don't know nothing about these people. Nothing.
Yeah,
you know what?
They're not vetting them.
Nothing.
They're not vetting
no background check. You think I'm going to let you? I know, Miss Erica. I know you. I'll let you. You're not going to go. I said, what you doing here, Doris and Erica said, with George.
George, you know what? When our kids
I'll
are
let
out
you
there
in. I
selling
know
the candy, when our kids are out there selling the candy, we don't even buy from them. We don't even buy from our children.
And the police run them up on the north side. Say, y'all get away from here selling that candy for your baseball team. They don't even lie and say they selling it. They just selling it. And like you say, I've seen black people buy candy and shit from them. And you say some black people give them money.
They do. Oh, they're getting over. They're getting over because everyone, they tell them where to go, George, when they come here. They tell them to go to the black community. And we are absolutely embarrassing. We're embarrassing. I feel sorry for them. Well, what about Ray Ray and Pookie? You don't feel sorry for them?
Why in the hell you gonna feel sorry for them? And when I spoke today, I said I can hate anybody I want, and I can love anybody I want, and self-preservation is the first law of nature. I don't have to love nobody but me and people that look like me. And instead of hate crime, those people don't wait across the Rio Grande to help us. We're not even on their mind. And why should we be? Ma'am, they are focused on themselves, and we got to focus on ourselves.
They're here to take
Let me read these names of who voted to keep the sanctuary city referendum off of the ballot. Or, they switched the wording, but I'm just going to read the name. Yeah, they switched the wording. But it's Daniel Lasparta, Pat Dow, Lamont Robinson, Desmond Yancey, the usual suspects, really. William Hall, Michelle A. Harris,
Mm-hmm.
Peter Chico, Nicole, Julia Ramirez, Gutierrez, hold on, Stephanie Coleman was absent.
No, she
Jeanette Taylor. Jeanette Taylor, Michael D. Rodriguez, Byron Lopez, Jessica Fuentes. That's who's getting on my nerve. Every time she gets a chance to get a mic, she's up there talking about why you should not end sanctuary city policies. Walter Burnett.
Oh, he's sickening.
Jason Irvin, the usual suspect. Ruth Cruz, Felix Cardina, Scott Wajdapak, Rosanna Sanchez, William Conway. See, this is because Obama came in town. I'm telling you what it is. He ain't there.
But I'm talking about all these blacks should be tarred and feathered.
They should.
Absolutely. We got to target them for removal. We got to target them for removal. That's what we got to do.
And that's what we're going to speak about during the press conference tomorrow.
Yeah, but did you know that you got to do, and they could say I'm teaching hatred or whatever, but I know what did she do? Winnie Mandela, when they broke
put tires around their neck and burned it.
So if I'm teaching hate crime, they say I'm teaching the people to ride. No, I'm teaching the people to think. Over it during the French Revolution, the old lady, what was her name? They say Marie Antoinette. They feed the people cake on try to just abuse the people. They split her neck off. The revolution went on. There's no such thing as a peaceful revolution. Where there's no justice, there's no peace. Now you can say I'm teaching race hate or whatever. Survival of the fittest. And if you let another person come in your house, they'll take over your house. Even when I was growing up, but they had rules and regulations. My dad would say, if you don't like it, get your ass out. I'm feeding you. I'm clothing you. I'm sheltering you. I brought you here. You're sitting on my commode, sitting at my table. I run it. If black people can't run their neighborhood, they don't need them. If you use what you got to get what you want, and if you don't need what you got.
And rebellion to tyrants is obedience to God. Rebellion to tyrants is obedience to God. Make no mistake about that, family. And George, you're right.
That's right.
Rebellion to tyrants is obedience to God. Yeah, and George, you are 100% right about us getting those signatures because that was our mission. We want to use home rule to end the sanctuary city policy because the aldermen can't seem to deliver. All of them have sold out. All of them are embezzling money.
Yeah.
They're embezzling money from these billion-dollar contracts they have out here.
That's
you know, they're extorting each other. The mayor is extorting the aldermen, telling them if you don't vote this way,
those reverend preachers.
Oh, yes. So let's talk about them. Let's talk about them. Yeah, they burn up.
The whore and bride of Christ is the damn church. The whore and bride of Christ is the damn church. Now, and the young people got a lot of sense. The young people got a lot of sense. They don't give no money for the building funds to these old sellout preachers. So now the preacher got the whore with government to get some damn money. the whore and bride of Christ, these damn preachers. And from these damn niggas churches, nobody's gonna give no for the bills and phone. People are tired of that shit. So what? For Reverend Wu to get some money now, he go down to a white developer and say, "I'm gonna build some houses here." Oh, Reverend Wu, I'm gonna have some programs here to help the drug addicts and feed and the crime. That's the mission of the church. Why should you hold and hold government? So they're the whore and bride of Christ. Let's say that again, Sister Erica. What this was about that? You say God praises those people. Say that again.
It says rebellion to tyrants is obedience to God.
Rebellion to, and that's what we have down there is tyrants. Nothing but
tyrants.
That's what they are, tyrants. And it's obedience to God. So,
what we're going to request tomorrow, what we're going to demand, Sister Doris, you want to speak on it about the Laquan McDonald Recall Act?
Yes. And y'all gonna try to get those signatures to put this on the ballot?
Yes.
We need to start that ASAP. How many signatures?
And you know, Jackie Page want to work with you.
Okay, Sister Doris, you want to fill the people in on what we're going to do tomorrow?
Well, we're having a press conference, 5700 West Superior over in Austin. That's where the mayor, Brandon Johnson, lives. And we're making some demands of him. Just like they come up with a Chicago New Americans plan for immigrants. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We want a New Americans plan for Native Black Americans who are descendants of chattel slavery. We're going to continue to demand that he signs that executive order ending sanctuary cities. I don't care what they've done down there. We've got to still make a call for that. We've got to still demand it.
Yeah, but we can still get those signatures too.
We're working on getting the signatures. Now, the Laquan McDonald, which is the Recall Act, that it still has not passed. After 9 years, it has not passed because we don't have anybody down there who will pick it up again. Because they know that if we can get that act passed, it gives us the voting right to recall these corrupt elected officials in the city of Chicago. The mayor, the alderman, the state attorney, all of them. That's why
Chicago, Doris, I'm not cutting y'all, sister, but you know Chicago is nationally known as the most corrupt city in America.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
It's corrupt. It's as corrupt as the United States government.
Number one.
But in order to do all that we're talking about, we are going to have people get involved.
That's right.
Like George said, your body has to be out there.
That's right.
Now we're pleading. We've been pleading for the last month on these calls for people to come out. We are doing things, but you got to come out.
You got to come out. You just can't tweet out. You just can't text your ass out of poverty. Email, Facebook, tweet, go on Martin Johnson, a show, go, all that. You got the rubber got to hit the road, and you got to bring your body out. I mean,
it's good to have this because it lets us get the information out there. But once you get the information, you got to bring your body out. And I'm saying Chicago. If they take Chicago, we can forget it.
Yeah, but we got to get off that Democratic plantation too. Maybe we got to get off of it.
George, that's number one. That's number one.
Get your ass off. How do you know about the other plantation? Get on that one. Get on another goddamn plantation on your way to Freedom Lane. Get off of this.
That's right.
Get off of this.
George, we are looking for young Black men and women to run on the Republican Party. It is not about the party. It's about policies and issues.
Issues. I want to
For the
run
last
too.
65 years, we have
Yes.
allowed black politicians to sit in those positions in Washington,
That's right.
on the state level, on the
And on the
local level, and
Yes.
they have not done anything but voted
Anything.
for policies and issues that are against us. All those
That's
black,
right.
congressional black
We got to
caucus
change
people up
these
in
issues.
Washington, D.C.
That's
are
right.
voting for legislation for immigrants only
Great.
at our
We need
expense.
legislation for us, man. and
Like Danny Davis. Danny
The-
Davis.
all of them.
Signing
All
on
of them.
to
All of them.
everything that they
All of
Hispanic
Yeah.
lady by the last name of Sanchez. All of
Yeah.
these policies that she's introducing to help her people out.
Her
Dan
people,
Davis
that's right.
is co-sponsoring.
David keeps his
He's
goddamn
not
mouth closed.
introducing. He's
Nothing,
not
no
introducing not
legislation
one
that
piece
helps us.
of legislation that can help
Yeah.
black people.
That's why we
Jonathan
need to change it.
Jackson, he's
It's the
not
same.
doing anything.
Ain't
Maxine
either.
Waters,
None of them.
Robin Kelly, Benny
None of them.
Thompson, none of them
None
are
of them
introducing
putting
any
legislation
type of
to help black people.
legislation that will help black people. And
That's
I'm going to
right.
tell you this. It's proven right here in Chicago
Well, that's right.
that all of these black people, these black aldermen, every time
They're
they
not
put
doing
something
shit.
in front of them that is
Well, that's what it is,
pro-Hispanic,
Mhm.
pro-illegal immigrant, they sign
Yes.
on to it. But
They
as soon
do.
as something comes on that
Go
floor
on black.
that's pro-black people, all
That's
of
right.
those Hispanics vote against it.
That's right.
And it's a
That's
damn
right.
shame that them
It's worse
aldermen
than a
down there,
goddamn shame.
they are straight sellouts. They are
That's right.
sellouts. And there's no other way
They're
to say
hell
it, family.
Fuck them.
They-
Oh, I can't
they're
cut from
sellouts.
Martin
We
Johnson's show.
cannot.
Martin, I'm
We
sorry.
cannot
Martin, I'm
Okay.
give
sorry. I
them
told you I
our
wasn't going to
support
curse.
anymore.
Okay.
We can never
I'm sorry, Martin.
Okay.
aldermen our support
Okay.
again.
All right, hold it, y'all. I need to ask
I'm
a question.
sorry, Martin.
Okay, I got you, George.
I wasn't going to curse
I
no
know.
more.
I know, but I got a question
So
to
I'm
ask you guys.
sorry, Rod.
I have a question to ask the panel. Tell us, what is a sellout politician? We need to know what is. How do you recognize a sellout politician? That's what I want the people.
A
want you to-
politician,
One person at a time now.
thug, a nigga thug who votes for things for everybody else but their own people. That's a politician. All those niggas who voted in favor of that sanctuary, whatever they voted on down there, those are sellout politicians. Those are sellout politicians. When you vote against closing the borders to keep people from coming in here and taking jobs away from black people, that's a sellout nigga politician.
All
A
right.
nigga
and
politician
that's
who has
right,
not
a
passed
nigga.
any kind of legislation
That's right,
that
a nigga
is
politician.
advantageous for black people.
That's right.
That's a sellout
A
nigga politician.
Okay. That's just.
And
see,
people
the
who are
definition-
listening to us, you better get involved.
That's right. Did you know what Sister Doris and Miss Erica were saying? A sellout is a person that's going against the interests of his or her constituents, her people, her race. We cannot say kumbaya with somebody that's not. What's in it for us? That's right. What's in it? How do we benefit? We must be selfish. Self-preservation is the first law of nature. I don't have to love nobody but me. Is that a crime? The legislation have to focus on helping me. Me. The word me, you, I, and we are black people. And we got to realize that who we are and where we are. And you know, I got a lot of nigga in me, but I'll turn black on your ass. I'll turn black on your ass. Because on the plantation, the white man made a nigga, but he didn't make all of us have some of that. But we got to turn black on their ass.
But you know
excuse me
what, George?
again. Excuse me again, Mark, for cursing. Excuse me, Mark.
You know
Okay.
what? You know what, George?
Yes,
It
ma'am.
is really, it's so basic. It is about us. It's about the survival of Black people. It
That's
is
right.
about our children.
Our
Our
children.
children will not have a future. And for
That's
some
right.
reason or another, too many of us don't understand this.
That's
We
right. It's
tell
about
people,
the
pick up
children.
the
'Cause we
plan,
old.
pick up this,
We old. We
pick
got to
up
leave this
the
to our
Chicago New
children.
American plan. Pick the
Mhm.
plan up and read it. They do not say one thing about Black people in this plan. It's all about immigrants.
That's right.
They're talking about what they are going to do for Black children. I'm sorry, immigrant children. They're
They're
talking
gonna
about what they're going to
educate
do
them.
for the community. They're talking
Yeah.
about how they help them get in businesses.
Yes.
It's not about us. Now, I don't know what else we have to do to get people to understand what
That's
this
right.
plan is all about. It is
That's right.
to do away with us.
Us, gentrify us, move us out, and we got to be about us. And just because you Black and sitting in a job, you got to realize who put them there. The Democratic machine have been putting these old house niggas.
George, we
Yes,
should
ma'am.
be at these aldermen's offices every day. They
Yes,
should not be able to rest.
that's right.
Desmond Yancey, all of
Yes.
these aldermen, Jeanette
That's right.
Taylor,
That's
Michelle,
all
all
of
of
them.
these
If they
people,
live in
they
the
should
community,
not be
run them
able
out.
to rest.
Run them out. Run them out. Run them out of the community. If they don't want to
And these
work for us,
ministers who
and
are
I use my
defending them,
dad
you
for
need to tell
example.
these ministers to go to
If
hell.
I can't do what he say do, get your ass out of this house. If they can't do what we say do, get your ass out of this community. Get your ass out. Excuse me again, my Martin.
Mhm.
Excuse me, Mr. Martin. I promise you I wouldn't curse.
They need,
Get your booty out,
to
please.
be stoned.
Get
They
your
need to
booty
be
out.
stoned.
Okay.
And Black people who are giving these people money, giving these children money, you need to stop giving these people your money. Give it to Black people who are suffering. 53% of the people in Chicago homeless are Black. 18,000 Black children homeless. What are you doing for them? How damn crazy can we be? I mean, what is this crazy?
Getting there the whole food and giving them giving them $1. Feel sorry for your own Black booty. Then I'm not going to yourself. Help yourself. I'm tired of these ladies, these beautiful Black ladies are advocating. Where's the Black men? Where are your weak ass old not Black males? Where are y'all? Them ladies are out here advocating, doing their job. Where's the Black men? Well, where do these weak Black men come from? Look like Black women. All you talking about Black women? Somebody's low like this. Where's the Black men? Where are they? If you got a Black man, it's a Black woman produced them. So where are these Black men? Where are
Well,
they?
I'm going to tell you this, Brother George.
Where's the Black men? Calipara's not no man.
Democratic-
Jason Irvin's not no man. None of these down here are men. They might have a penis, but they're not a man. They look like a man, but they act. Don't say they act like a strong Black woman now. Don't go there. These women are strong. Yes, they are. Oh yes, Miss Jessica, and right here, Miss Doris and Erica. These are strong Black women, and Martin is a strong Black man to have these strong Black women on his show. And then they call me, and I'm ready to stay because we come together, a rooster and a hen, fighting on the behalf of Black people.
Mhm.
And we got to do what we got to do.
Yes, sir.
I don't care who is. So you've been fussing that dog, Yancey, a long time. It's time for you to do something about Yancey.
Well, if I have something to do with
anything necessary, run it out.
If
Get
if
it
I have
out.
something to George, if
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have something to do with it, Yancey will not get back in that office, and I told him that. He will not.
But
If
you
I
can
have
put him out of
anything to do
office
with it.
now. We won't talk about that. You know, God works in mysterious ways, and when the God perform, who just know? You can make it so hot for Jansen that he'll go somewhere and cool his ass on. Oh, the ass again. Martin, you might have to put me off. You might have to put me off. I'm cursing too much. If you want Jansen, you don't have to wait no 4 years. You can make it so hot for Mr. Yancey that he will want to cool out and get
He's
out.
voting for illegal immigrants, economic immigrants to have money. And 50% of the people in his ward are poor black people.
But that's the same as Hall. That's the same as it's the same as Mr. Robinson, the one that took Social Key. Something is wrong with those black men. I wonder who produced them. Who's their mama? Little boy, down south they used to say, little boy, what's your mama name? Little boy, what's your daddy's name? Where do these people come from? Well, that's what they talk about housing, house ends, Sambo, sellout. That's a clear example, Mr. Yancey. And the other donkey that voted that way. Where did Ron Mosley come from? Ron Mosley, you're the youngest alderman down there. Young man, who's your mama? Young man, who's your daddy? Who's your auntie? What village did you come from? What community did you come from? Who's your grandfather? Who produced pieces of SH? I'm not going to say that other alphabet. Where did they come from? I'm asking you, all of you two nice ladies, do you think they had a mama? Did they have a daddy? Did they have a village? Somewhere we old people have dropped the ball too. Who could produce a 30-year-old man, young man, that would vote that way? How did Ron Mosley vote? Yeah, Erica, how did he vote? Hello?
I don't think Mosley. I don't think
He was there.
I don't think,
Hold on, let me pull up his
I
name.
don't think he voted for it. I don't think.
Well, sometimes they know it's not going to pass, so they just vote against it or whatever. I don't trust none of them.
Mosley, what ward is he in?
He's in Brooker's old ward.
Hold on. I don't see Mosley.
I think he voted.
He voted yes. He didn't vote with the other betrayer.
Oh, well, that's good. I'll tell the young lad when I see him. But sometimes what they do, Miss Eric, they know it's not going to pass. They don't advocate for it, and then they just go and just vote where they can be on the record. Because all of them are snakes.
Right.
All of them are snakes. Every one of them are snakes. And that's that question.
Well, George, this is what we've got to do. We've got to start now. Work on the petition that you're talking about, and we've got to start looking and vetting candidates to run against these people on the Republican Party.
Don't you think it's too late? Don't you think it's too late? Because I want to run.
Well, no, but you know what, George? They don't come up for another 3 years. We're talking about these aldermen. So we have plenty of time to organize. But black people are going to, those of you who are not sitting on the sidelines, this is about your family, it's about your children. It is about us as a people.
Yes, Miss
If
Doris.
we want to survive and stay in the position that we're in Chicago, we have got to fight because we don't have any allies. Nobody
right, no
wants to
allies.
ally with us because number one, we have allowed them to disrespect us.
Yes,
If they had any respect for us, they would not have put their hands on George. They said
yes, right.
to us, they were showing us, we don't have any respect for you niggas. That's how they speak about us.
That's
They don't
right.
have any respect because
And
we're
then,
not
and then one
demanding any
person,
respect.
that one ultimate say, leave that old man alone. He got a right to speak. What happened? They were sitting 9 minutes. They usually say 3 minutes, and then they gonna give the other minutes to the illegal immigrants. Say 1 minute.
George, speak about it. You got 20 black aldermen down there, and did not one say a thing about what they did to you. Not one.
You're right.
They ain't no
You're
damn
absolutely
good.
right. They no good.
They don't respect us as a people. They don't respect themselves. They're bowing to some damn people that we put in a position to be where they are. And what are they saying? To hell with us. They don't care.
They never
Did
said
you know
thank
what's
you.
going on? It's not too late. Every elected official that's running this time in March, if it's not the ultimate coming up, it's water reclamation, and right over there at the county is Miriam Sam's daughter. Everybody that's running Democrats that's coming in March, vote against them. Have somebody to a Republican to run against them because they all hooked up together. Now, the same thing when I go to Cook County over there, Gill and Stanley Moore, Miller, Mary Sam's daughter, all of them go along with that sanctuary mess. I have to fight over there when I go over there. So it's the state government, the local government, the county government, water reclamation, wherever it's going, something going to come up in March. Vote Republican. You got to show people how to teach you. Well, that's right. And Kerry Steele doesn't do nothing over there. Nothing. So all of them. It's not just the city council. It's like you say Jonathan Jackson. She named them all. Sister Erica was naming Danny Davis and that other lady out there. What's her name?
Maxine Waters.
No, I'm talking about the one that you're just
Robin Kelly.
Robert Kelly. All of them. Start on them now.
But you know what, George?
Yes,
what they don't understand, when they change the population of these wards, these sellout leaders will not be there. They're going to get rid of them.
But no,
that's
look
the
what
whole
they think.
plan.
Yeah, look what they think. They think they're going to be just like Walter Burnett. The white man used him. He got rid of Cabrini Green, got rid of everything. And they say, that nigga have helped me. I just keep the nigga there. So they might have these same niggas right there, but it'll all be Hispanic and New Americans. And they have one or two.
Walter Burnett, his days are numbered too.
Yeah,
they're helping them. They're actually helping those Hispanics. They're helping those Hispanics to unseat them. Now that's the most ignorant thing that one can do.
That's right.
It's help bring harm to themselves
to your
and their own community.
To your own community.
Hey y'all.
Terrible.
Hey guys, let's take a couple of callers. We got a couple of callers been holding on. See what they have to say. 912.
Okay.
912. Come on, caller. 912. Come on.
Hey, what's going on, Mark?
What you got to say, bro? How you doing?
Well, I'm doing good. I think People, they should not vote. If they don't have a Republican candidate running for alderman, just don't vote at all. Just don't vote at all. See? And stick with that until you get a Republican candidate. Because I know somebody can win with one vote, but the only vote they'll win with is their own vote for themselves. And that'll doggone put a light on like, oh, nobody want me. Mm-hmm.
But I was telling them, sir, that some of these alderman candidates are not coming up now. Anybody that's coming up now, water reclamation, and like over there, over there with the county, they got Marion Stampdollar. She's a part of that old machine. Vote them all out. Everybody that's coming up, if they not the alderman, vote Republican. Everybody's coming out. That to show people how to treat you. And you can change one plantation to another. Say, Master Charlie, you've been effing me. And I don't know what. The other Master You have to have a Republican candidate. That's what the problem is. That's right. See, that's what the problem is. Mm-hmm. Because you got all Democratic candidates. Right. Well, it's been like that since 1931 in Chicago. That's right. They've been on that. How the hell is y'all now? I know you should know because you old enough. Depending on how old everybody else is talking, the only reason that Kennedy became president was because of Chicago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and that was the mob that got him elected. That's right. The mob is still down there. The mob is still alive in these old unions. These old Democratic, these old unions are mobs, and the mobs are still there. Al Capone Town, the most corrupt city in America. Exactly. Since the Capone days, it's never changed. So the only thing that's going to change it is... Don't you see that old Irish man Burke was there 50 years stealing. 50 years, and he stayed there. As soon as they get rid of him, some more going to be stealing. Just like him. It's a culture of corruption here. It's a culture. Exactly. The only thing that in America. So it's going to be, they turning white. The city going to turn white and Mexican. It's going to turn white, Asian, and Mexican. The blacks, they're pushing you out, and you're moving yourself out by the poor choices that you make. You got a choice. Yeah, by supporting, like I always be saying, and people want to tell me I'm crazy. No, like, you're not crazy. No. Hear me out now. When I talk to people, they get to talking about Democrats and Republicans. And
hold it. This is
hold it.
Let me
I'll be real quick. Be like, okay,
please.
You tell me what the doggone white Republicans have done to you. And if you can't tell me that, I want you to tell me what the white Democrats have done for you. Nothing. For you. Nothing. You see what I'm saying? FORYOU. For you. If you can't tell me what these white Democrats have done for you, and you keep voting for them religiously, you a damn fool.
Okay, George, let me interject something. Tomorrow we're having a press conference at 5700 West on Superior. We want in the Austin community where the mayor lives. We want everyone to come out to that press conference. Because what we're demanding of the mayor, of Brandon Johnson, that since you all have the Chicago New Americans plan for immigrants, we want a New American plan, a New Americans plan for Native Black Americans who are descendants of chattel slavery. Yeah. We are going to be we have a strategy. We have an agenda. We're going to take this plan that they have put together specifically for immigrants And wherever they have the word immigrant, we
gonna
are
put
going to
native
put black there. Wait, let me say, we're going to put black there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the agenda. That's the strategy. We also have contract with Black Chicago 2023 that Erica and I put in Brandon Johnson's hand that he refused to adopt, but he had a plan for the immigrants.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what we have. This is the strategy. This is the agenda that we are pushing. You will not have a plan for them and not have a plan for the people who built Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
They're not migrants. We are descendants of migrants. A migrant is a person who goes from place to place in their country. These people fled their country. They came thousands of miles to the United States because Joe Biden promised to give them all these things that they're giving them. They're illegal economic immigrants. They're not migrants. They're not asylum seekers. They have been enticed to come here to replace us. And so we must stand up.
That's right.
We must stand up. We've been having Zooms for the last month, educating people about this plan that was put in place by Rahm Emanuel in 2011. Now, I have been saying for the longest, I don't see any black people working. You walk out into your community, you see all of these immigrants working. Black men, black women are not working. But then we say they don't want to work. Yes, black people do want to work, but they are replacing us with them. They have given these people over 100,000 jobs. When we have 50% unemployment in the black community.
That's right.
There is no need for America, the United States government, to go around the world and bring people in here to work. Black people want to work. Black people can fill all these positions.
That's right.
But this is benefiting the business people. The same thing that we're going through today happened in 1800, 1823. The same things that are happening today happened to us 100 years ago. Put black people out of these jobs. Black people were beaten by the Irish, beaten by the Italians, beaten by all of those white immigrants who came into this country.
That's right.
This is going to destroy us. It's going to destroy Chicago as we know it. If we don't
Black
get the
Chicago. That's right.
If we don't go to these damn aldermen and literally threaten them to get out of these offices, we have got to do it. So when you say what's the strategy, what's the agenda, we have an agenda. We want a New Americans plan for native black Chicagoans.
That's right.
And we have the contract with Black Chicago 2023, which is about equity. We want 30% of the police department to be represented by black people. The parks, the district, the Chicago public school system, all of these agencies that Brandon Johnson is over. We want 30% because that's the population of us, 29 point some, almost 30%. That's what we were asking. That's why we were asking people to join us during the election.
Yeah.
But
Desmond Yancey was given this plan. He was given the contract with Black Chicago 2023. And he said that he would honor it. And the minute that nigga got in there, he went in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
So we have
30% of the police are white, 40% are Hispanic, and 10% are black. The police department, all these agencies, we want that 30% through every city agency. 30% of the police, we want them black.
George,
50% of the police are white, 40% are Hispanic, 50%
hold
are
it,
black.
y'all. Everybody hold it up. Hold it.
The brother's trying to ask a question.
Hold on now. We got let's take another caller, people, because we sing it, talking the same.
Wasn't the brother trying to ask a question, Mark?
But just hold it. Let's just take another caller. 6521. Come on, the caller been holding for the longest. 6521. Come on, caller.
Hello, everyone.
How you doing?
Thank you, everyone. I'm doing all right, and
Good.
you all have me fired up.
Okay.
And I just want to thank you all for everything that you all do. I mean, I've been blacklisted in Illinois for just fighting on behalf of Black people, and it's just a shame to see what has happened. But I have fought for an independent party, and by design, they don't want this. I mean, I've had conversations. I live in the 4th Ward with Tony Preckwinkle and all these other people.
Hold on. I said hold on. Hold on, sister. Hold on. George, hung up. George. Sister.
These bills are not in place.
Sister, do me a favor.
And,
do me a favor. I had to switch over real quick. We couldn't hear you. The last word I heard you say, you live in the 4th Ward, Tony Preckwinkle. Start over from that point. Go ahead.
Yes, and there's been a lot of questions about why don't we have an independent party? Because I don't want to classify myself as a Democrat or a Republican. And Illinois, they just whatever how they do it, they won't allow this to happen. And it's all by design. You know, it kind of forces you, you know, they call you, if you're Black, you have to be a Democrat, which I just don't prescribe to that. And I didn't vote for Brandon because I saw him as a Trojan horse. And, you know, I've witnessed a lot of the corruption firsthand in Illinois. So I've called, you know, the mayor's office. I've called my alderman's office. And there's just a lot of money, and we have to pay attention to who are funding these aldermen. Now, I live in the 4th Ward, and I already told Alderman Robinson how I felt. You know, and I will be blowing up his office tomorrow. Because it's just a travesty and a disgrace. But my big thing is the governor, and I don't even want to call him the governor, JB. I call him JB because this is a huge issue, and I just feel like it's kind of getting lost in the conversation because he's just as much to blame, and that's what I'd just like to say.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Thank you so much. But the reason
and I will definitely be joining you all.
Okay. The reason they don't want an independent party or anyone to run on the Republican ticket, because the Democrats want to stay in power. But I can tell you this is changing. Sheila Jackson Lee ran for the mayor of Houston. She lost, and the reason she lost is because it's on podcasts. It's all over TikTok. Everything that we're doing, everything that we're saying these Black politicians have sold Black people out. So she is the first casualty. And there's going to be a domino effect because the word is getting out around this country with Black people that we're not getting anything from these Black politicians. They want to give us symbols. They want to give us a holiday. But when it comes to everybody else, they put money behind them. Joe Biden got in office because of Black folks. I didn't vote for him, but the majority of Black folks voted for him. He got in office. What is the first thing he did is sign an anti-Asian hate crime bill. Black people are the only people in this country who is attacked every day more than any racial or ethnic group in this country. But this is what they gave the Asians, and they put a lot of money behind it too. So they give us symbols. Let's celebrate anybody's day. They'll just give us a day. That's
the thing. They supposed to talk to Ice Cube. Remember October of 2020?
They never talked to him. They never talked to him.
Exactly. But the Trump administration had talked to him.
That's right. I mean, we don't have anything to lose.
Hold on, sister. I'm gonna be brief too. Before the Biden administration talked to him. Now the Biden administration may talk to Q October of 2024, trying to win their way back in. But when you talk about holidays, Martin Luther King Day is a recognized doggone national holiday because of who? The Republicans. Black History Month is recognized for the whole month of February because of who? The Republicans, 1976.
Well, let
Gerald
me
Ford.
add something to
So
what you're
the
saying.
Democrats have done what? The Democrats have done it, giving Black America what?
Now, listen.
Talk to me quick, don't talk.
Let me add something to what you're saying. Donald Trump, and I really don't care about any of it because it's about policies and issues with me. Donald Trump did not pass one legislation that hurt Black people when he was in office, not one.
He sure didn't.
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
He don't get no
That's
nizzle.
right. That's right.
He Pueblo is my nizzle.
But it is not about Republicans, Democrats, and Independents. It is about policies and
Thank
issues.
you. Tell the
that these
truth.
People
And
pass
shame
that are
the
hurting us.
devil. And that,
It's
listen,
about policy.
Yeah, listen.
But the policies of the Democrats are the ones that hurting Black America.
Hold it, brother.
Just about destroyed us.
Listen. We both sides got issues, brother. None of the parties are for Black people, period. We got an immigration problem right now. We're trying to solve it. We know the best people that probably can solve this immigration problem are the Republicans. You know, I mean, we know that if we want that done. But I'm with Sister Doris. It's policy with me because I voted for both parties plenty of times.
That's what I'm about, policy.
Yeah, I'm for policy.
I vote for Republicans.
You know, well,
but,
listen.
But see,
I like their policy.
No. Listen.
What we've got to do, we are not going for anyone anymore without presenting them our agenda.
Thank you.
I don't care what party it is.
That's
You're right. You're right, Doris.
Say it.
We got to have
We got the new American plan.
Agenda and the first response.
Hold on, brother.
From the Trump.
Hold on, brother. Listen. Hold it, brother. Let the sister talk. Go ahead, Sister Doris.
Brother, we have two agendas. The New Americans Plan for Native Black Americans who are descendants of chattel slavery. We have the contract with Black Chicago 2023. So as we talk about running people on, we're going to be running, we're begging for people to come up and say they will rerun as a Republican so that we can vet them. But when we do that, we are giving them this plan. They're not going to come before us and run and we not give them a plan. That's been the problem.
That's been the problem.
So we're going to give them our plan. This New Americans plan for Black people specifically. Wherever the word immigrant is, we are going to put Black there. The contract with Black Chicago 2023 is all about Black people. I am for Black people 15,000%. And that's the narrative, brother, that I want you to help us to go forward with. We're going to give the Republicans an agenda.
The way I went forward with it is not voting for Democrats, voting on policies.
Brother.
No, we want someone to run.
Right.
Who is going to adopt our agenda?
Listen, brother.
Believe me,
let me just say this.
My heart and soul
listen, brother.
I want
listen,
someone
brother.
to run Republican.
Hold it. Listen. The Republicans have not been Black people friends either. So it's just not, Republican is just not the answer only, brother. The sister said it. It's policy. It's policy. Okay. Who have the best policy
and an
for, agenda for
them
us.
An agenda.
Yeah. We got railroad under both parties.
We made that clear.
Yeah.
We made that clear during this mayoral election here in Chicago that Black people should never cast a vote without getting something in return. I don't care if the candidate is Black, white, green, purple, or brown. It doesn't make a difference. They don't get your vote without you getting something in return. That is what all other communities do. They sit down at the table and they make a deal. And that's what we haven't been doing. We've been voting for a party. We've been loyal to the Democratic Party. We vote for personalities, like Obama. People think that he's the Messiah, but he's actually, and I'm not saying this, no pun intended at all, he's actually the Antichrist. No white man could fool us the way Obama did. And the way he's continuing, and the way that and Brandon Johnson reminds me of Obama. I've been saying this and people just don't listen. We never catch on to stuff until it's too late. Obama is the one that's pushing the abomination on the people. He is the Antichrist. I'm trying to tell y'all, wake up.
Okay,
We do not vote for. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me just finish this. Let me finish this. We do not vote for personalities, parties. We vote for policies that could help us out. Period. Period. So now, like we just said, Obama came back to Chicago. He's about to come before you with some candidates. Whatever candidates Obama endorses, you cannot vote for them. All they're going to do is finish nailing the rest of the nails in our coffin to bury us alive.
See? He started the DACA program, remember?
Mm. Well, so, Sarge, see,
we know that.
Right.
We know that what we're doing, and I look at it as divine intervention. What we're doing is trying to educate our people.
Thank you.
Right.
And you know what? When you put it in historical perspective, we are really not totally to blame for this. We've listened to ministers. We've listened to politicians. We have been conditioned to think the way we are thinking because as a people, we want to see our people succeed and be successful. We never thought, Black people never thought that we would be where we are today with Black politicians turning on us the way they turn on us. I never envisioned anything like that. That's why it's so heartbreaking and so baffling to me. It's hard for me to understand how can the congressional Black congressmen and women vote for legislation that are going to hurt their people. That is so difficult for me to understand.
That's insanity.
It's insanity. But you know what? I'm having to deal with it like all of us are having to deal with it. But it's good because we can see what is going on. Now let's educate the people. Let's organize. Let's fight these people. We have the power. Let's let them know you will not do this anymore and get away with it. We cannot sit back and allow these aldermen to be comfortable with what they've done.
Right.
Go to their offices.
Sister Doris, let me say something.
Let them know.
I want to say something, Sister Doris. Listen.
Malcolm X say by any means necessary.
Now, I know all y'all going to agree with me. How many politicians, no matter if they're on the Republican side or the Democrat side, that we have voted for that have lied to us? They have lied to us, have flipped the script. They got in office and they didn't do what they promised that what they was going to do.
All of them.
So I want to say that the reason why I'm saying this, that's what politicians do. They lie. But like Sister Doris said, we have to hold them. We got to put fire under their feet. And we can't just wait till their term is over and torture them. You got to torture them right now. Some of us.
They don't fear us.
Right. They don't. They don't.
They don't fear us.
They don't.
But can I say this one thing, Brother Martin?
Go ahead.
Another 2 years when they run for office. Get them right now.
Get them right now. That's right,
Don't
George.
wait. Right now.
What you said is actual facts. All of these politicians lie. They all do it. But I will say this, and like I said, things that I say are always unpopular. But during my lifetime, I'm 50 plus years old. The most transparent and the president that did the most of what he said he was going to do, although he had a lot of opposition, a lot of corrupt people trying to put him in jail and still trying to put him in jail, is Donald Trump. People would, you all can get mad, you can laugh, say whatever you want. But I want to remind you all, when Donald Trump came into office, he brought a black woman into that office with him. And a lot of people forgot about this. And I know people saying, who is that? Who is that? He did something that Obama didn't do, because Obama didn't bring a black woman into the office with him. Although that's what it appears to be, right? That's another issue. But Donald Trump brought Omarosa in the White House with him. And Obama's operatives were still in the White House. They were loyal to Obama. They told Omarosa that she had to leave. Omarosa recorded the conversation. She asked them, did Donald Trump know about this? They said no. He didn't know. But they wanted her to leave. And so she said, well, I need to speak to him. And guess what? Omarosa got her check and you ain't heard nothing more from her. But Donald Trump brought a black woman in the White House with him. And she was not a politician. She wasn't no big star. None of that. She came off that reality show with him. And Donald Trump seen value in her and leadership skills. And he brought her into the White House with him. And you see, one thing about black people, we get amnesia. We only listen to what the press tell us. We do not do any research, and we don't remember any of the facts. We never do. So I'm just, I just want to put it out there. People always want to come to us and say, oh, the Republican Party is racist. You have Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, that locked up so many people of our mainly black men with that mandatory minimum 3 strikes and you out law and that crack law. And like I said, we get amnesia. Joe Biden has stood on the Senate floor and called us niggers. What her name? Hillary Clinton. She called young black men super predators. But as I said, we get amnesia. And she come out her purse with some hot sauce and Bill Clinton eat some grits. And we say he's the first black president.
Because he is on our centennial home.
The game is over. The game is over and their time is up. We can put an end to all of this today if black people would just face the truth, and do what you need to do in your personal life and all out here with us, people like us, to make a difference. We have to push these demons into the pits of hell, literally. And I hope you all understand what I'm saying.
Oh, I understand you fully, because the Congressional Black Caucus voted 100% in favor of the crime bill that Joe Biden wrote that became the Clinton crime bill that incarcerated.
Okay.
Let me
ask you guys, do you think voting Republican is going to solve black people problems? That's what I want to know.
Somebody tell me, explain to
No,
me.
sir. It's not going to
Okay.
solve our
All right.
problems, Martin. But it's what it's going to, this is what it's going to do. Wait a minute. Let me say this. It's not going to solve our problems as a people, no.
Okay.
But it will take care of this immediate threat that we're on this phone talking about right now, which is illegal economic immigrants coming in this country to bury us alive. Donald Trump said from day one, we need to secure the border, put up the wall, secure the border. And guess what? We roll the media's fake news train. We jumped on that train and said, oh, he's crazy. He's this, he's that. No, that man told us the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, you have a respiratory disease that's taking over China with the children. It's infecting all these children. I've seen video with children just laying all over the emergency room floor. Just look it up. And guess what? When Trump was in office, when COVID hit, what did he do? He said, we don't want nobody coming in the country from China. What did they do? Oh, he's racist.
Mm-hmm.
He's xenophobic. He's this, he's that. See, we need to stop. We got to face facts, Martin.
Yeah.
We have to tell the truth, and we have to be honest with ourselves.
Listen, let me just say this. I don't want, hold on, let me just say this. I don't want people to think just voting Republican is going to solve our problem, then we go back to sleep. That's all. Listen, I'm with Doris. I know, hold on. Listen, I'm not taking up for the damn party, but I just want to be transparent to the people that's listening. We got to demand something out of either party, whatever party we vote for. We got to demand something. It got to be in writing. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, sister, brothers. Go ahead.
Well, Martin, when it comes to Donald Trump, we can make it very, very simple. He is no worse than the rest of them up there. It's very simple. And he is no worse than Joe Biden. He is no worse than anybody up there in that Congress, Republicans or Democrats, black, white, Asians, Mexicans, whatever you call yourself. He is no worse than any of them. That is real simple.
Hold on, let me say something, Sister Dora. Hold on, Sister Dora. I'm not just talking about Donald Trump. Donald Trump don't represent the Republican Party all by itself. So I'm not just saying that. I'm not, listen. I'm not. I just want to let you know that.
No. I know.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, I know you're not.
Okay.
I know you're not. I'm just saying when people go on and on and on about with Democrats and Republicans, I'm just saying he's no worse than the Democrats.
I agree.
But now, this is what I want us to understand. No, voting is not going to solve all the problems of Black people. But these policies, whether they're the Democrats or the Republicans that are against us, that is what's hurting us, whether you vote or not. These people are passing laws.
Yes.
Legislation.
Yes.
And that are hurting us. And this is this is the new paradigm. We've got to change the narrative.
Yes, we do. I agree.
It's about policy. It's about legislation. It's about issues. And the young brother who's talking about the Republican Party, what I want you to do for us, you take this narrative and you talk about an agenda for Black people specifically. I don't care if it's a snake that's running on either one of these parties.
Mm-hmm.
They got to have an agenda that we give them. And if they cannot sign on to this agenda, then to hell with them. We move on to the next person. Mm-hmm. And before I finish, let me just reiterate. We have a legal defense fund, Black legal defense fund. We need money to help us fight these devils. So far, we've raised $1,000. We're trying to raise $5,000 so that we can hire a lawyer to represent us because all of this stuff is unconstitutional, illegal. There's a hostile takeover. They have broken every international law, the Constitution, everything. So you can donate to that legal defense fund by using my telephone number, 312-543-7202, 510, whatever you can donate. We need money to help, we need money to fight these people. And the other thing I want to mention is the press conference that we're having tomorrow, 5700 West Superior, Austin community, Brandon Johnson's community. Come out to that.
Mm-hmm.
Come out in large numbers to let this man know we are not sitting back and allowing you to do this and we don't have anything to say. Now that Laquan McDonald Act, it came about as a result of what they did to our brother. They killed him. And I'm looking for it now. It's called the Chicago Officials Recall Act. That came about as a result of the death of Laquan McDonald. It is still down there in Springfield after 9 years. They have not passed it. Black people are running from it. So we've got to find out who these politicians are. And we've got to threaten them and let them know we will take you out. We've got to threaten these Black people. We've got to show them you will not continue to do this to us. And these are our demands that we're making tomorrow. A Chicago American plan for Native Black Chicagoans who are descendants of American chattel slavery. We still have to demand that he sign an executive order immediately to end sanctuary cities. I don't care what they did down there today. We don't care what they do. We got to push what we believe in and what we want them to do. Forget what they're doing, because they're going to do everything they can to stop us. We want them to remove these illegal economic immigrants from our communities. They are threatening our seniors. They're threatening people, begging people for money. They get an attitude if you don't give them money. And I'm calling on Black men and women, stop giving these people money in front of Target, Whole Foods, Jewel, Walgreens. Give it to your people. Black people are catching hell out here. 53% of the people in Chicago are homeless. 53% of the homeless in Chicago are Black. Veterans, white, Black, and otherwise, who don't have a place to live. And they're not doing anything for them. And lastly, what we're going to be asking, because we do not like what they did to George Blake, Mr. Blakemore. We are demanding an apology from the mayor, from Brandon Johnson and Vasquez for disrespecting and removing this pillar in our community. He's a pillar in our community. George has been down there for years challenging these people on these illegal rules and illegal ordinances and legislation. George is a brilliant person. He knows what he's talking about. They did to George what no other mayor has done to George, not even under the white one. This happened under Brandon Johnson's watch. Vasquez never would have pulled a Mexican or a Puerto Rican out of there.
Right.
Don't even think about pulling a white person out of there. Or Asian. They disrespected our seniors. And we are not saying a damn thing about it.
That's right.
Our seniors. The Bible talks about taking care of your elders and your children. If we won't protect and stand up for the children and for the elders, who in the hell are we going to stand up for? And I'm pleading with young Black men and women, get involved.
Salad.
Young Black men and women, get involved. This is your future that we're talking about. You will not have a future if you don't stand up. I stood up down here in Mississippi when I was 14 years old. Been standing up ever since.
That's right.
It's your future, young Black men and women. Get out of these damn telephones and TikTok and hit these streets.
That's right. Tweeting and emailing, texting. Come out.
Get us off your behind and demand respect. They don't have respect for us because we're not demanding it. We can win this.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
We are the Alpha and the Omega.
The beginning and the end.
We gave the world what it has today. No damn body else, no damn Mexicans or Puerto Ricans built America. Talking
That's
about
right.
you built America. You haven't built a damn thing. You are an interloper
right.
and a leech.
That's right. A leech.
You're a termite.
Damn right.
You're a pet.
Thank you.
And I don't give a damn if you don't like what I'm saying. You will not come into America and disrespect the people who built this damn corrupt country.
That's right.
America is
Corrupt
rich because of black people. Wall Street. Wall Street. Slaves were sold up there in New York.
That's right.
You can go up there now if they would allow you to go to the basement of Wall Street and the chains and the plots that they had our people standing on, selling them. We made America 240 years of slavery, 90 years of Reconstruction, Jim Crow up until today. So you didn't do a damn thing. You are beneficiaries of what we built in this country. And how dare you, Chicago, you come up with a damn plan talking about New America's plan and you don't mention black people one time. Black people, you better rise up.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. You know what, Sister Doris, I want to say that.
Martin, thank you again.
No problem.
I'm going to get off.
Okay, before you get off, I want to say something. This is what I believe what the Democrats are doing. They're losing power with black people, especially black men. So what they're doing, they're trying to do
every day, Martin. Reports every day.
Right.
The numbers are dropping.
Right. They're doing a fast track with this immigration.
And they're bringing these people here to replace us.
And trying to make them vote. They're going to get them vote. They're going to be able to vote before the election. The president, I guarantee you that. I guarantee that's what they're trying to do.
They're putting everything in place for these people to be able to vote.
That's
Black people in Chicago and around America, you better listen. Go pull up that national plan. There's a national plan for every city in this country that is predominantly black. It's coming to your city. We research, we read, we're trying to teach the people. I am tired. So young people, get up off your asses and start fighting back.
That's right.
That's right.
Martin, I'm going to calm down.
Okay.
I'm going to calm down.
Okay, you all right. You're all right. Let's take this last call, then we can go. Let's see what the last 8371.
Okay, I'll hang in there then.
Okay, 8371. What's your comment, caller? 8371. Last four digits.
How you doing, Brother Martin?
All right, good.
Can you hear me, Brother Martin?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Can you hear me, Brother Martin?
Yeah, I need you to take your phone off speakerphone. Hold on. Take your phone off Bluetooth and speakerphone.
It's on speakerphone. This is Brother 10 Speed.
Okay, come on, 10 Speed. What's going on?
60644. Man, I'm listening to this man. I'm fired up, man. Listen, I have to ask one question. Has this Brother Brandon sat somewhere and took his brains out and put something else inside his brain?
Brother, you're breaking brother, you're breaking up.
You're breaking up.
Man, you gotta talk in the phone, man. We can't, if you're gonna make a point, you gotta get your phone right. Come on. Talk.
Okay,
get it off Bluetooth.
My phone. Can you guys
take your Bluetooth off and speak 10 Speed. Take it off Bluetooth and speakerphone. Come on, we're trying to hear you, brother.
Okay, the Bluetooth is off, my speakerphone is off. Can you hear me clear?
Yeah, keep your mouth
closer.
Better
now.
Yeah,
you're better.
Go ahead. Say what you're going to say.
I'm sorry. Hey, man, what is wrong with this brother, man? Here's the thing about it. He's the biggest disappointment I've ever seen in my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
He is the worst person in black history. This brother has sold us out to the Hispanics, man.
Well, as your elder, pick up this plan, the Chicago New Americans plan. Read it, share with your friends, your family. You young people have to get busy. He's a nigger crazy coon who does not love his people.
I'm a 1968 baby, so I'm 55 years old, and what I'm trying to understand is that this preacher, like, let me give an example. A friend of mine said, "Hey, man, my mother preacher told me that he's about to get paid." What you mean about to get paid? She said that he owns a few buildings. They're going to put the migrants in his buildings. And on top of that, he's getting new plumbing for his church and getting a new roof for his church. And this is why those preachers are up there, because the preachers are about to get paid. I mean, I said, "Are you kidding?" She said, "No." She said, "My mother preacher told me he's finna get paid big time." Because what happened is, when the migrants move into his building in his church, after 90 days, they're gone. They bring a new crop in. And he's going to have this income coming in for as long as they come in. Not just that, but they also get 24 hours security. And not just that, they also actually, too, they get the food pantry. Whoever bringing the food to them, so they're going to get paid. They're going to pay the food come to bring it in like that. So what happened is that when you see those preachers up there trying to validate Brandon John's situation, they're getting paid. And I just
because they're nigger pimps and hoes.
Yeah, I kind of want to say that. You know, I'm gonna get off the phone. I kind of say it because Martin, you got the best show in Chicago. But man, I really appreciate the input of these sisters, man, because I had to sit there and just listen and learn. But here's the thing: in 5 years, Black Chicago will be politically dead. Like you said, like.
Brother.
Well, you gotta tell your mama she needs to get out of that church and tell her friends they need to get out of that damn church because they will not be in Chicago. I guarantee you, if they get away with this in Chicago, we can hang it up, and the nigger pimp whole preacher won't be getting any money anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say one more thing before I hang up.
Brother, hold it. Hold it, 10 speed. I got another caller. Let me take this caller because you keep breaking up anyway. Just another caller. 3654. This last caller.
Thank you, Martin.
All right. 36.
Thank you. This is me, Robert.
Okay, what you got to say, Robert? Real quick, because we got to go.
I know she was talking about the immigrants, and she's right. The immigrants have went out of control because I had to protect a Black woman going into Jewel.
Okay. All right.
And that's what you're supposed to do. That's you gather young Black men and you get into these areas where you have seniors and Black women and you all protect us. You all are supposed to be the protectors of us.
Yes.
Don't allow one of those sleazy bastards to do anything to a Black woman and a Black child without you challenging them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
we're in a war with these devils.
It's war time, people.
Yeah,
war.
And not to cut you off, my sister, because you know my auntie lives in Hyde Park, so I moved out of Hyde Park 3 years ago. I mean, on DuPage, and I was helping my auntie, and I told my auntie I'm gonna go to Jewel, and the migrants got in the lady's face, and I told him back up. And I wanted to hit him, but God had spoke to me. I didn't want to hit him, and and I'm like, you ain't forgetting that Black woman's face.
Well, you know what? I live in Hyde Park. I'm not going any place, and I want one to get in my face. I'm not gonna ask. I'm gonna ask God to help me with that hammer and knock his damn ass out.
Tell the truth and shame the devil. Okay. Okay, Robert, hold it right there. Sister Doris, you make the last comment. Tell us about the press conference tomorrow again. Then we'll end it right there.
The press conference is going to be at 2:30 tomorrow at 5700 West Superior, Austin community, where the Coon Mayor lives. Come out and show up. Show up. If we don't show up, then we need to shut up. I'm going on 80 years old. I need the young people to stand up and do what I did starting at 14 years old, and I'm still doing it. I'm doing it because of the children, the future of our children. I don't know how I can make that any clearer. Our children will not have a future. Young Black men and women, you will not have a future. You've got to fight back. Get this plan, read it, and when you read it, it's going to be really baffling. They do not mention us any place in the plan. Educate yourself.
Said 2:30 for the press conference.
Yeah.
2:30, 5700 West Superior. Let's let this man know. I don't give a damn what these pimp hole creatures do. Let's let them know. Don't listen to these ministers. They are all damn sellouts just about. Most of them are sellouts.
Mm-hmm. And
putting their parishioners in harm's way. Elders, people who are losing their homes.
That's right. Oh, Brother George, I guess I can get you the last word because you've been saying this for a long time. You got the last word, George. I'm gonna leave it at that. And that's we're gonna
All
end
right.
it
I
with
want to
George.
read some before we get
Okay.
off,
You had
Mark.
Okay. Hold it,
sisters on.
hold it,
You had a
George.
wonderful program, and I want y'all to come out tomorrow and support uh, this movement. And we need your body. The last word is all you smart, young, and gifted Black people. Check your blank out of poverty. Tweet it, email, Facebook, but you have to actually use your body and your soul to get what you want. Now, all y'all playing these games on these iPhones, that's not going to do it. Coming on these talk radios, that's not going to do it. What's going to do it is that the rubber have to hit the road, and you have to get out. I've been doing this for years. I might can't text good and email and Facebook and tweet, but I know how to use what I got to get what I want. And that's my body and my soul and my mind. So we need Black bodies out tomorrow, Black souls and spirits out tomorrow. Now, we're only using this new media, new technology to complement us and get up and come out tomorrow. People power. Again, you young, gifted, and Black ones, you haven't been able to tweet your A out of this. You haven't been able to text us, email, Facebook, get on Martin, a talk show. You got to do it the old-timey way. Get out and protest your body, your soul, and your mind. And thank you, Martin. And thank you, beautiful sisters, and this other gentleman that came in. And let's show them better than we can tell them. Thank you again.
Okay.
And Martin, we've got to show up for George's court date. We have to be there for George on his court date.
Yeah.
All right.
And George, you need to let us know when that is,
I
too.
will. I think it's January. The 10th. And I want y'all to come out and let them know that when you bother one of us, you're bothering all of us.
That's right.
We must
Absolutely.
we must show up and show out. You think that we are old people. Right now with Doris and George Blakemore and Erica and all, you probably got about 300 or 400 years. I know I'm 80, be 82. Doris is 80. Erica is young, and Martin is. I think Martin is 21.
No.
You heard that lie, didn't you, Martin?
I feel like it now.
See y'all tomorrow. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. And gracias, señorita. And gracias. Oh, you're Mexican now? You're illegal. No. Thank you.
Go ahead, Sister Erica. Close it out. Sister Erica, go ahead. Close it out.
Okay. I want to read this verse in the Bible that our beloved sister P. Ray shared with us the other night on the Zoom call. This is Deuteronomy 28. It says, foreigners who live in your land will gain more and more power, while you gradually lose yours. They will have money to lend you, but you will not have none to lend them. In the end, they will be your rulers.
You heard that?
Now, if that verse is describing what we're going through right now. Okay? So I put it in the chat as well. And I hope that our aldermen are listening to that. The last sentence is the most powerful. It says, in the end, they will be your rulers.
And what does the Quran say? Fight with those who fight with you.
Exactly.
And fight those who fight against you.
That's right. That's
You
right.
heard that?
I
Fight
ain't coming.
those who fight against you.
I ain't no peacemaker. That's right. I'll fight. I'm telling y'all gonna turn it
Martin,
other.
sometimes you
All right.
gotta raise some
Hey,
hell to get
hey,
some peace, brother Martin.
y'all turn that you turn that that old cheek if you want to. You be up in the cemetery somewhere. I tell you, you'll wake up, you don't have nothing, and you be sleeping under Lord Wacker.
That's right.
Or in the police station.
Yeah.
Y'all black people,
Did
y'all
you
better
know
wake up.
that would have been a good place, Martin?
Yeah.
That would have been a good location for all the illegal immigrants living. Put them all in Lord Wacker.
Yeah.
Send them all down there in Lord Wacker. We won't see them at all, and that's good. And it's warm down there.
Mm-hmm.
Going down to Lord Wacker. All the illegal immigrants, carry your ass, carry your booty down to Lord Wacker and stay there.
Yeah. This live uncut.
Good night. All right. Good night.
Good night. This
Good
live
night.
uncut. This live uncut. Live uncut. Thank y'all so much. I'm gone. You already know what it is. Live,
All right. Peace and
uncut,
love.
unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. And I love being black. I love
black is
being
where it's
black.
at.
That's it. I love being black. To all y'all white folks, I love being black. And to all y'all illegals, we coming for you. We coming for you. Trust me.
That's right. And
we
you know
coming for you.
You wade across the water, you can wade right back over there. You know it's very warm over in Venezuela. I hope the snow and the cold weather just freeze all of you. And I hope all of you go to hell.
Oh, George, that's a bad statement.
You heard that? I'm a hater.
I heard that.
But I love black people.
I
don't
being black.
have to love nobody but me. And you and we and us.
Yeah. And
that's
listen.
the last word.
Yeah, that's it. I'm going to leave it right there.